If you're over 50, this message could completely transform the way you look at one of the most loved and misunderstood foods in the world: cheese. For decades, we've been told the same story. Cheese is dangerous. Cheese raises cholesterol. Cheese makes you gain weight. And so, out of fear, many people have spent years avoiding it. But the truth, dear friend, is far more balanced, more scientific, and much more hopeful than that. Because yes, cheese can be harmful if it's ultra-processed, full of additives, consumed in excess, or chosen without awareness. But when you learn how to select the right kind, cheese can become one of your greatest allies in maintaining strong bones, balanced metabolism, mental clarity, and even heart protection. The secret isn't cutting cheese out of your life, it's learning how to choose wisely. Because when you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, every meal matters. Every bite can either work for you or against you. And the more you understand what's truly nourishing your body, the more control you gain over your energy, your strength, and your health. So today, we're going to uncover the real truth about cheese. Not myths, not fear, but evidence. You'll discover which cheeses can support your health, which ones might harm you, and how to include them wisely in your daily routine so they serve your well-being instead of sabotaging it. And before we begin, I want to ask you, do you know someone who loves cheese, but struggles with high cholesterol, blood sugar swings, or fatigue? Then share this video with them right now. Because this isn't just another health video. It's a guide to reclaiming balance and joy in food after 50. Let's begin with something simple. Not all cheeses are the same. There's a world of difference between a natural aged cheese and a processed industrial product that only looks like cheese. Real cheese is a living food. It's made from milk, enzymes, and thyme. Processed cheese is a product made from powders, oils, and chemicals. When you eat real cheese, your body recognizes it. It digests it more easily, uses its nutrients more efficiently, and receives signals of satisfaction and fullness that prevent overeating. But when you eat fake cheese, your body gets confused. It's overloaded with sodium preservatives and unhealthy fats that trigger inflammation and water retention. And if you're over 50, inflammation is the last thing you want, because inflammation is like rust on the inside. Slow, silent, but destructive. It affects your joints, your arteries, your brain, your sleep. That's why, from now on, your kitchen should be a place of clarity where you know what every ingredient brings to your table. So how do you choose wisely? Start with quality. Read the label. The shorter the ingredient list, the better. Ideally, it should contain just milk, salt, enzymes, and maybe cultures. If you can't pronounce something, or if it has a color number or chemical additive, leave it on the shelf. Real food doesn't need a laboratory. Now, let's talk about the good cheeses. The ones that deserve a spot in your fridge. Think of Parmesan, Pecorino, aged Gouda, feta, and goat cheese. These are nutrient-dense, protein-rich, and naturally fermented. They contain probiotics that support gut health. And after 50, gut health is everything. It affects your mood, your immunity, and even your cognitive clarity. Parmesan, for example, is rich in calcium and vitamin K2. K2 is like a traffic officer for calcium. It tells the mineral exactly where to go. Instead of building up in your arteries, it helps deposit calcium where it belongs, in your bones and teeth. That's why including small portions of these cheeses can become part of your bone protection strategy. Goat cheese, on the other hand, is easier to digest because it has smaller fat molecules and less lactose. For people who experience bloating or discomfort with cow's milk, goat cheese can be a gentle alternative. And feta, traditionally made from sheep or goat milk, brings not only flavor but also conjugated linoleic acid, a natural compound linked to better fat metabolism. Now, let's talk about balance, because even healthy foods can be misused. A serving size of cheese isn't a block. It's a thumb-sized portion, enough to add flavor, texture, and nutrients without excess. Combine it with vegetables, whole grains, or fruits for a balanced meal. For example, sprinkle grated Parmesan over roasted broccoli. Crumble some feta on a salad, or enjoy a slice of Gouda with an apple. Simple, satisfying, and smart. And remember, cheese isn't the enemy of blood sugar. In fact, when paired correctly, it can help stabilize glucose. Protein and healthy fats slow down digestion, preventing spikes and crashes. That means more stable energy, fewer cravings, and better control, especially important for those managing diabetes or prediabetes. Now, let's be honest, there are cheeses you should limit or avoid altogether. Processed slices wrapped in plastic, cheese spreads, and cheese-flavored snacks. If it's fluorescent orange or doesn't need refrigeration, it's not a real food. These products often contain hydrogenated oils, artificial colors, and an overload of sodium, a triple threat for heart health. If you live with high blood pressure or kidney issues, this is especially critical. Excess sodium pulls water into your bloodstream, raising pressure and straining your heart. Choosing natural cheeses eaten mindfully, is a step toward stability and peace inside your body. And please, don't fear the word fat. The fats in natural cheese, when balanced, can actually support brain function and hormone health. Your brain is made mostly of fat. Your hormones depend on it. What matters is the type. Avoid trans fats and processed oils. Embrace natural sources like cheese, olive oil, avocado, and nuts. After 50, your body speaks to you more clearly than ever. Listen to it. If a food makes you feel sluggish, bloated, or foggy, that's a signal. If it gives you energy, clarity, and satisfaction, that's guidance. Cheese, when respected, can be part of your vitality toolkit, not your problem. Let's talk about muscle health, because this is one of the biggest concerns after 50 every decade. Your body loses 3 to 8% of its muscle mass unless you act. And muscle isn't just for strength. It's a vital organ that regulates metabolism, blood sugar, and even longevity. That's where protein-rich foods like cheese come in. They provide the amino acids your body needs to rebuild and maintain lean tissue. Combine that with resistance exercise, and you've built a shield against frailty. And let's not forget mental health. Did you know that natural cheese contains tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin, the feel-good neurotransmitter? That's why a small portion of cheese can help you feel calm, satisfied, and less prone to emotional eating. Food is more than nutrients. It's information for your mood and mind now. If you're enjoying this message, take a second to support this channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me how you include cheese in your meals. Every interaction helps this message reach more people who need it, especially those navigating midlife with curiosity and care. And please, don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share it with your friends, your family, or your group chats. So many people in their 50s, 60s, and 70s still believe cheese is forbidden. Let's change that narrative with science, not fear. Let's summarize the golden rules. Choose natural aged cheeses with simple ingredients. Enjoy moderate portions, quality over quantity. Pair cheese with fiber and color vegetables, fruits, whole grains. Avoid ultra-processed options. If it glows, it goes. Listen to your body, it will tell you what feels right. And finally, remember, you're not just eating for today. Every bite is a message to your future self. After 50, true health isn't about restriction. It's about wisdom. It's about honoring your body with foods that serve you, not scare you. So today, I invite you to enjoy cheese again with balance, gratitude, and knowledge. Let it remind you that pleasure and health can coexist beautifully. Let every meal be a celebration of life, not a list of fears. Because when you choose consciously, you live consciously. And when you live consciously, every decade becomes richer, stronger, and more fulfilling. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring. Stay strong, stay curious, and stay kind to yourself. This is Dr. Alice Johnson, your partner in health and longevity, reminding you that understanding leads to freedom, and freedom leads to a better life.